Happy New Year's Eve, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Mike SSI, how are you? What's going on? Let's go.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year's Eve.
Morning? What?
You know I always start off that way.
No, I don't. Is that new?
After a nice snowy afternoon nap.
That sounds like something rich people do.
That sounds like some broke dude does over in the middle of town that doesn't want to go out and fight the traffic.
That's not a nap. That's just when they wake up.
That's a nap, man. That's what it is. Honestly, it's an old guy that has to make it to midnight. How's that for an answer?
I see.
Is that better?
That works. Yeah, I'm up till 2 like every night. So it's I can't get up early like you guys though.
Yeah. I'm up at 4:35, 5 o'clock every morning.
That's ridiculous.
And by the time 7 o'clock rolls around, I've got 3 or 4 cups of coffee in me, and I'm ready to take on the day, bro.
The day starts not too far before the clock starts. 9 o'clock, bro. I mean, there's not a lot of time before I gotta get on I don't get up before that.
And bro, this is week number 2 for me being off. So
shut your face.
Dude, I do
Christmas Day off. Yeah, let's save this for a minute because you bastards that have been off for 2 weeks.
What? Hey,
you've been out playing in the sand and the snow and stuff. I'm sitting here like son of a bitch. Then last weekend, when I actually could have played, bro, I was in bed all weekend.
What?
I was sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Monday was tough, but Saturday, Sunday, gone to the world. Sleeping.
Yeah, dude, last Saturday, we actually did Christmas with Bree's family, so Saturday was out for me, but yeah, no, Kirk and I both I take 5 days of vacation, and with the holiday structure, I just get 2 weeks off, and quite frankly, as stressful as this job can be for me, it's kind of nice to get a break at the end of the year, honestly.
It's always nice to get a break. I'm just jealous. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so Kirk and I just, we kind of decided, hey, he's off the same time I am. I'm like, well, let's make the best of it on the days that we can to go enjoy some of the toys, when we can.
Man, I want to say I'm not mad at you, but I am.
I know you are.
But no, it's cool. Great. That's good. Listen, somebody's got to enjoy it. So yeah, I work Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we don't, and then I'm back to it the next day, and same thing with New Year's. So I won't work tomorrow, but I'm back Friday, and I can't remember which way it creeps. I think last year we lucked out where Friday was Christmas and Friday was New Year, so we get a long weekend.
Yep.
And so next year, unless it's a leap year or something goofy, it's probably Wednesday. It's just going to keep moving.
Moving back, yep.
Yeah. So you got to wait a handful of years before you get a 3-day weekend again.
It's like you got 5 years before you get the 3-day weekend.
Son of a gun.
Somewhere in there.
I mean, I have PTO, but everyone's using it. So someone has to be there. And so,
right. Yeah, anyway,
we run say hi to some folks.
We run skeleton crews out west and here. So, yep.
Wrightsa, Happy New Year. Mike SSI, Chris, Steve George, Bridget says that Chris is grounded for the rest of the year. Yeah. Well, tomorrow's a new day, and a new year. So
Is that because he's buying stuff off your wall of fame behind you, or what?
yeah, maybe I should open up the shot a little wider, show what's available. I still got to ship out the Bronco to him.
Who wants what, ladies and
Big
gentlemen?
money. You don't need to sell stuff.
Big money.
I
whatever.
do. Man.
I got to get rid of stuff just to make room for more pre-runners. I'm becoming pre-runner.
Bro, I got to get rid of stuff to keep the lights on. Come on. Let's see. I'm so poor, I can't pay attention is what they say.
Oh,
Jeff in Lower Alabama, Peter Griffin, Bridget. If you know, you know. Let's see. Boss, Brian Chambers. That's also like I can tell you later. Mark, make stuff better. JCB, Happy New Year, everybody. Jeff in Lower Alabama. You digging that GB, dude? I think I saw a couple of those videos. Seems like the first one, you know, of course, you're just shaking it down. This is on the GB, right? You're just shaking it down, and it looked really good. And then I seen some other clips or flights where he's working that thing out, and it looks like the landings were nice, but it's hard not to nose it over. But he's got it figured out where it's not nosing over, which is cool.
Yeah, that plane looks like it flies great right out of the box.
It's got suspension in there.
I've been tempted to use your link and buy one, honestly. I haven't bought an airplane for quite a while, but that one really catches my eye.
It looks neat, brother, and it's the kind that would look really neat hanging up too. Golden Age, you know what I'm saying? I do want that one, but I really want the T6. Let's see. JCB, good to see everybody. Let's see. Boss, Brian Chambers, Dad, there you are. Yeah, Brian Chambers. Watch other guys play with toys. Likes it on the 4S 3200. That's a sweet spot for a lot of planes. CVO Hobo, what up? Jay Woody.
Mark Vasquez, are you only doing crawlers these days? I haven't picked one up yet.
I'm doing a lot of that, yes. But I'm all RC all the time. But the crawlers, man, it's dark at 5 o'clock, so I can sit in here and wrench. It's cool. My kids are bigger. There's a lot more going on. And because I'm not doing the influencer thing with the planes really this anymore the same way, I was always busy. But because when they send you new releases, you got to get out there and get the work done or they'll quit sending them to you. Well, when I had a hobby shop with some guys, was the only time I actually missed my deadlines, ironically. And so I'm not in the loop anymore to get the new ones. So I don't have any pressure to get out to the field. So I did it for many, many years. So I'm just kind of chilling. I'm doing my own thing. But I still do a ton of tutorial videos on programming airplanes. And I'm all in trying to be a helpful guy. That's really kind of what it is. A lot of crawlers, though, bro. And Mark, any questions on the crawlers or first-time crawlers? We got the answers. That's kind of mostly what we're doing here these days. That and some 3D printing, some fab work. And just having a good time, rocking the RTRs that we get, letting everybody get a spin and telling everybody what we think about them.
And here lately, we've been trying to figure out how to melt down axles.
How to what?
Melt down axles.
Oh, yeah. I haven't melted any yet, but I'm
close. I have a feeling that the Megalodon's going to catch on fire. It's going to melt to the ground on the next run.
I think I saw a picture of that, but I haven't seen it fly.
4-stroke engine in it.
Who Brent Hecht, the pilot guy, him and his kid flies too.
Hey, what's the flying weight of that GB? Because it's a 1.4 meter, right?
No, it's a 1.1.
Oh, it's a 1.1. For some reason, I was thinking it was a 1.4.
That'd be huge for a GB.
That'd be sweet.
Being a 1.1 for what it is, it looks big.
Well, half of that thing is the flying surface is the cowling and the front end of the fuselage, really.
CBO, if I didn't see you, what up? Good to see. I think I got everybody.
Jeff, Lower Alabama, what's the flying weight of that GB?
Flywing
Oh,
450 size Airwolf. I never flew that. That sounds like a helicopter.
I think it is. Landing gear weighs 4.5 ounces each. Wow.
Well, good. It means they're strong.
Yeah. Maybe they should put that landing gear on the Draco.
What's going on? Oh, don't. It's not embarrassing at all. There's heli guys in the chat. I just don't. I'm not familiar with them. Or you think I'm Wesley Miller or something, which it's easy to confuse. If you're talking about, does motion sell Flywing? Because I made videos there for 5 years, so it's easy to get the dudes confused.
What's RC leftovers? Sorry, unrelated. What size truck? Not unrelated. We're everything RC.
That's right.
The Shaggin' Wagon. Yeah. So that is, I 3D printed that and made that custom for the SCX6. There's videos on my channel of it jumping and running, and Ryan and Kirk and I had fun with that thing.
It's awesome.
We beat the snot out of it and it stayed together. It was kind of surprising. Didn't lose the tongue, didn't lose the nose or anything. The nose was actually, I 3D printed the nose and scanned my golden retriever's nose for that.
So 63 ounces. So what is that? 4 something pounds, almost 5 pounds or something. 63 divided by 16.
Yeah, 4. A little over 4 pounds.
Yeah. 16-inch on center. Let's see. 2 pounds.
16 ounces, so that's 4
ounces. 4 pounds. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 4 pounds. Wrights show the 442.
Do it.
I actually got a rip on this thing.
It looks cool. I didn't know you liked pink rigs.
Think pink, bro. It's red. It's colonial red, dude.
Colonial red.
I got some wicked shocks in the back now.
That's cool.
So yeah, this thing's effing grooving, bro. Yeah, it's I got some bugs to work out on it yet, you know. First rip was at France Park a week ago. Sorry to say it, Ryan, but
that's all right. I'm mad at you, really.
But I told Kirk, I was like, it's gonna be 55. It was almost 60 actually down there. I was like, let's just run down there and run these things. And just to see what kind of bugs I need to work out of, especially this one.
Absolutely.
So, and it was stock except for the motor and the ESC and I think just because I am getting old and I don't remember things all that well now since we keep switching things up. What I did was I tore all 3 of my rigs apart this morning and literally took the transmissions apart on all 3 of them just to be able to verify what pinion and spur I have in these 3 because we've done so much back and forth.
Oh, sure.
So what I did was I got smart. You probably can't see it, but I have a cheat sheet written on the inside of each one of the bodies now on the roof.
3.94159247623 to be exact pounds.
Wow. Isn't pie in there somewhere?
Somewhere.
It's in Ryan's belly. The pie.
Yeah, cool. 4 pounds.
Sweet.
Yeah, bro. So okay, pre-runner. So
I don't want to jump right into it. I just was right and wanted to see the 442 again, but so to end this one right now where it sits, the 442, it's pretty much at the point where I'm done with it, except for maybe changing out the front and rear diffs because this one is 4-wheel drive. But it's 25 tooth pinion and a 46 tooth spur on this one. And the 3300 Spectrum with the 85 amp ESC. It's a combo you can buy off of Amazon or off of Horizon's website through Ryan's link, whichever.
I got an Amazon
So
too.
they're like, I think it was like 100 and I don't know, $130, $140. It's a pretty good deal for what you get.
I have enough stuff laying around. I keep just like old rigs I never was going to fix. I keep stealing power systems. So
you might as well, if you're not running them.
Exactly. So
why not?
My second pre-runner has the Losi Tenacity power system in it. And so I'm still 4-wheel drive, but I did do the trailing link work on the back. And this has a 25 or 24 tooth pinion, and the stock 56 spur. But my 2-wheel drive one, I think that's the one that I made fast. Yeah. That one's 38 miles an hour now. 40 tooth spur, 26 tooth pinion, and the 24/8 rear diff. So,
and what power system you got in that?
That's the 3200 kV old school Vortex BLX power system, and this is the Losi Tenacity. So the motor's a little bigger on that one. It's 3200 kV. This motor is a little smaller. It's 3150 kV. This little guy rips too, and because we still have snow on the ground, I'm not in a hurry to get the front done, so I'm still 4-wheel drive.
Mark is asking, so do entry-level crawlers require a lot of work out of the box, or are they any budget? Not really, unless you start. Go ahead, Ryan. You can answer better than I can, but my point is an RTR, Ryan will say it, out of the box, bone stock, they're super great, super strong in the way they are. As soon as you start messing with things and changing motors and building things up, you're going to start breaking stuff behind it.
Yeah. So with crawlers, most of the stuff like with the pre-runners, we've done a lot to them because we're turning these crawlers into speed machines. But out of the box, most RTRs are absolutely fine. And it's only guys that have really done it for a long time that I think feel the need to start messing with stuff. And so you don't really know the difference until you know the difference. And I'm going to expand on that a little more in a minute. Indiana, to answer your question, leftovers, Indiana, top of the state to you. So, yeah, dude, RTRs. Kirk, what up? I think the best RTR, for me, I like 10 scale. There's a lot of guys that are loving the SCX 30s and the SCX 24s. I think the 30s are here to stay for sure. I might get one just to have one, dude. I hate to say it. But, man, there is a lot of good RTRs out there. And my first question, like if you were at a hobby shop right now walking in and you asked me the same question, I would ask you what kind of RCs you have already. That way I would know kind of what ecosystem and what batteries you already have. Because I'm ridiculous where if you tell me you have this plane, I already know what kind of batteries you have and what you need. And so the connectors and all that stuff that can easily be confusing, I've got a really good handle on. So if you already have Horizon Hobby planes, then I would say if you didn't want to buy a bunch of new equipment, then I would look at the axial crawlers and I'd look at the Base Camp or the Coyote as a 10 scale RTR that out of the box is going to be dynamite. And those are good crawlers for like $3.5 bills. If you go for something like a CJ7, more of a $500 rig, they're super similar to the other two I mentioned. The difference is you're going to get a dig out of the box already installed, and a lot of times more bells and whistles on the looks like scale, and usually light packages are also already installed in them. But that's really the only difference. If you don't mind shopping off brand and you like XT60 connectors, then you can't beat the FMS 10 scale rigs like this. And I finally put the Goodyear MTRs on here that I wanted to put on. So there's a guy in real life that has one of these LC80s. It's actually this color too. And he's made it a real machine. And he's got big Goodyear MTRs on his. And I actually finally put a brushless motor in this one, bro. So the drag brake was the thing that was my only complaint on this out of the box. Someone new to crawling's not going to care. This is a funny story. So you remember when I had the 2300 kV Spectrum motor and it didn't matter what I did, I couldn't get it right. So I do what I always do. I cut the wires off and just parked it. And I got a new one. And it was the motor that it was in one of the rigs, the Willie's wagon.
Mm-hmm.
New motor. I couldn't get it right. And I couldn't know why. And so come to find out, the reason I couldn't calibrate it was because if you're doing calibration, whether it's a planer or a crawler or a basher, it's all about endpoints. Full left, full right, full trigger, full brake. You know what I'm saying? So if you've got a radio where you've dialed down any of the travels, you're not going to get the calibration to take. So Kelly, I soldered the wires back on that motor.
Yeah.
I cut them off.
Yeah.
I soldered the wires back on, started with a fresh channel, 100% everything on the travels, calibrated right away, no problem. So I'm like,
nice.
Oh, sweet. So nice. I put that one in here.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. So
this is a 2-speed. This is a $350 rig basically, but you get a $500 rig when you buy it because this comes with inner fenders. It's got lights. It also has a 2-speed transmission. So now this is 2300 kV brushless. So it's got a great drag brake and it's stupid fast now.
Yeah.
And it's got one other thing I learned when I did the conversion. FMS uses a light controller and it's weird. It's only to work with their unique 2-in-1 ESC receiver systems that FMS uses. So I messed with it and couldn't get the lights to work. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to bypass the light controller and just wire it in instead of use the magnet connection. And it works.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I can't turn them off or on or anything, but I didn't care about that.
Right.
And when I was messing with it, notice this bumper's different. When I was messing with it, it flew off the damn table.
Oh no!
This table is like more than 4 foot tall, and it landed on the front. I broke the bumper. I ordered one up already, but I had an extra thing, so I shoved it in there. No. Yeah, dude, I got. Look at the wide load on it. I got extensions.
There you go. All right, now you're talking my language now.
This thing ran really smooth. I was always impressed on how quiet it was. I didn't like the drag brake.
Dude,
and there's a stock run on this rig from one of our favorite places. It's on the channel. You can find the video of this if you want to check it out. Stock out of the box. You can learn what to expect. And it's for a new person, it's going to be perfect. For a guy that's had performance kind of based modifications done to a lot of rigs at this point, I wanted to change it. So I got these MTRs on here and it's brushless now. I also put in that fusion into the Guillemot.
Oh, did you make the swap on the motor?
Yes.
Sweet.
And so I haven't got to run it, but I had already got into the ESC on the stock brush system and fixed the drag brake. And I verified that what I did actually did help quite a bit. Just on a couple steps, making sure it wasn't rolling off and stuff like that. And I think out on the rocks in front of my house real quick. And I really didn't get to run it other than that. But now it's got 2-in-1 in it.
You got the 1800 in there?
Yeah, because you gave me that for the Guillemot and
yep.
Oh, I put that in the Guillemot, and I was gonna maybe put it in the FMS rig, but I was like, it's fine. I'll just do the Hobby Wing and the Guillemot because I wasn't absolutely sure the Spectrum thing was going to work until I fixed it and tried it. And of course, it's already installed when you try it. I mean, I think I put it together and tested it before I installed it. But anyway, that's what you had told Pete you were going to do. So that's what I did. Change a bunch of tires, on some rigs, and
Sweet.
spent the weekend in bed. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it.
Wow. Yeah, no, from my side of the fence lately, if you guys at all are going to look at doing any kind of pre-runners, I am here to tell you right now, foams, ditch them, and go to these rubber inserts, and especially the red ones, because they're wider and they fill up the tire to the point that you won't get any tire roll, and you don't want tire roll when you're going 35, 40 miles an hour in the sand and ripping and turning. I got these in this Megalodon when we ran it down. I got a video out, a couple of them now out there on YouTube, but dude, the thing is so stable. And a lot of it has to do with these. And I took these apart the other day to put new rims on these tires. So I had to order new rims to make it look cool. Those things look like brand new yet after 2 hardcore rip sessions. So if you guys are going to do any pre-runners, get these red Endura inserts, these rubber inserts. It's the way to go, because your foams they're gonna get ruined. We've already proven that. Yeah, Kirk's, love those in mine. Yep. Kirk and I both have them in the majority of ours now and absolutely love them. So anyway, need to get us that and try them.
The CJ7, it's if you ask me, it's too soon for it to be discontinued. There's still going to be a bunch in other websites and potentially local shops, but it's worth getting if you can lay your hands on one. For sure.
Hey, and that's got the same tranny in it as what the Rubicon and the older the Wide Max Jeep that I had.
Yes. So the early Bronco, CJ7, Gladiator, Rubicon. Yes. And your kit build have that transmission.
Yep.
And then the base camps, Coyotes, base camp builders kits. Yeah, they have what we've been working with lately.
Yep. I know where there's a brand new Jeep CJ7 sitting at that hasn't been driven.
The one you modded up for your boy?
Yep.
That thing is hot, dude.
Brand new.
Dude, yeah, the FMS stuff, if you really get to looking at them, they are very reminiscent of TRX4 style design. They're good rigs. And what's interesting is some brands, when you look at them, it's like, all right, that's axial for sure. Even a 10.2 to a 10.3 to these different kinds of 10.3s we're talking about, they're still, it's like, man, that's totally axial. But if you look at the FMS Michigan, the FMS Jimny 1/6, which is really 1/10, you look at the FMS FJ40, these are very different 10 scale FMS rigs compared to the LC80 or the K5 that they have. And they sometimes companies will shop other brands to get rigs and then put their name on it. And that's part of what that is. Also, FMS is in a way relatively new to the surface game. And so that's part of it as well. They're not bad. It depends what you want out of a thing. Like I got the FJ40 and the Michigan, and I've done 4 or 5 of the Jimneys, and they are exactly the same chassis, whether they've got leaf springs on them or not. So when you had the leaf springs from the Jimny, they're interchangeable with the FJ40 and the Michigan, but the K5 and the LC80 and the other rigs are their own thing, completely different, even though they're all FMS, if that makes sense. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. It's weird.
Jeez.
So flapping lips, the Jeep Willys, and it's its own thing too. It's much more similar to the Mashkin and the FJ40, but it's still in and of it. I have it. It's still different than them, but it's closer. But yeah, the LC80, it's like having a TRX4, dude. Really. What's up, Terry? No, I was surprised at the Jeep Willys how good it was, and the Jeep Willys was actually the rig that's responsible for getting me into crawlers in the first place. I've told the story a lot, but FMS is an airplane company. I'm an airplane guy. I got the chance to do the Willys Jeep, and I thought my Warbird buddies would appreciate it. So I was like, yeah, all right, I'll do it. And while I was waiting for it to come, I didn't know much of it. I have never crawled at this point. And I didn't know what to think of it other than my opinion was that it was so scale that it was probably not going to be very good. But if I'm going to make a video of this thing, I don't want to talk out the side of my face. So I'm like, let me get, at the time, the 10-2 deadbolt was the choice to make. For me, I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I didn't know, I hadn't done any of this. And so I got the 10-2 deadbolt as a dedicated crawler to compare and contrast the Willys Jeep to. And I had that deadbolt first while I was still waiting on the Willys to show up, and I ran it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this. I'm super surprised that I like going slow, but I loved it. And then surprisingly, as a benefit, the Willys is surprisingly good for as scale as it looks. But yeah, that's what got me started. Leftovers 2707. No Tychos in the house, but show them your Kyosho, Kelly.
Right there.
Yeah.
This is the most nostalgia we've got anywhere in probably between me and Ryan's channels.
Oh, yeah.
An old Kyosho pickup truck. I think it's an 84, if I remember right. This thing's legit if you guys haven't ever seen one of these. Let me get a hold of it better so you can see the chain drive on the bottom of it. They say, they used to advertise it as a 4-wheel drive truck. It's kind of an assisted front in a way. It's really 2-wheel drive, but I put an aftermarket, like small, cheap brushless motor. Take that back. Yes, it is brushless motor and ESC in there, and it runs great. It runs great in the grass. I don't beat on it, but yeah, man, that's the closest to nostalgia to getting this.
Is that a stock? Arena. Is that the stock bumper?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's all aluminum, bro. Back in the day, they made stuff.
Wow, man.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Ryan, I think you drove it, didn't you?
Yeah, it did remarkably good in the grass. Because I thought
that's the closest thing to nostalgia you get around here. Unless
you're gonna get eaten alive.
We don't have Ryan and I. We don't have any Tycho stuff, but we got Tonkas.
That's right.
We both got the Winnie Tonkas. And you were talking about, these are FMS Jimny chassis.
FMS Jimny chassis. I've done 5 of those.
Leafed and all.
Yeah, man. You can never tell by looking back there what was a Jimny.
Right? Yeah, so one more trick up my sleeve though. This thing, I know you don't want to hear it. Look at these new rims I got on this bad boy, bro.
Nice.
So this thing, I did a hack on it and took, while we were talking about the CJ7 and the Rubicon and those style transmissions with the lockout to first gear, but you could take the transmission and break it apart and unscrew the lockout and take the spacer out so you could have that first and second gear option. Well, I did one better. I took the damn thing apart, took the spacer off, and put it on the other side so I could lock it into second gear. So
Oh, nice.
this thing now, I ripped it around in the house and probably shouldn't have, but this thing is going to be stupid crazy because the gear ratio is nuts when you go to second gear.
That makes a lot of sense, especially in these pre-runner cases, because you don't need a shift. Just like let it be that, right? So
Right? Yeah.
you don't have to steal a dig servo to operate your second gear now, because you never had one for the dig anyway.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, this one was a kit build, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So I bought that kit when it was on sale, the Rubicon kit. But I built it and put it together, and then I'm like, I want to go a little bit faster because it kind of sucks because when you're doing something like this on those type of transmissions, they got that little metal plate that the motor adapts to in the different configurations up to 18 tooth pinion. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
you can't move, you can't do anything different. So I'm locked at 1840. I think 1840 on this or 1846.
It's 40. Because
1840, yeah, it comes stock with the
it's the
40.
same spur gear as the CJ7 and the early
Yes.
Bronco.
So it's a stock 40. Yeah, you're right. So I'm 1840.
That's what's in there. That's the spur I got.
Oh, in the bug? Got
Yeah.
you.
It's
Yep.
not really made to go in that trans, but it can.
Sure. Anything, you can make anything work, right? So, yeah, in the video, you saw this thing was cooking along pretty good. It's not as fast as your lightning bug, but then I decided to pop this thing in second gear and lock it. Holy guacamole.
Nice. Yeah,
I can't wait till we go ripping.
Yeah, I don't think the base camp transmissions have that same ability to shift in a second gear like that.
I don't think
Because
so.
those transmissions, even though they're 10-3s, they are different. That's what we're talking about. And on the base camp, the motor plate's fully adjustable. So you whatever pinion you want. But I know exactly what you're talking about. It's Traxxas does something similar where it tells you the gear ratio, and that's what you got to do.
Yep.
You've got some opportunities to clock it however you want, but that is what it is. Yeah. Very specific holes where we got slots on the base camp 10-3s where we can do whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, is it stupid for me to do that? Yes. It is. But you know what? Dude, I literally want to break something. I want to know where the limit is on these things. And I think this might actually get us really close.
I feel like, I watched part of the first pre-runner video we did the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I even took my thing out that slow at all. Because where we're at now is very.
Oh, the day that we met Pete down in France?
Yeah, the first time we ran them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was a blast, but it's like, oh my gosh, that thing was so slow.
It was peanut butter slow downer.
So now it's way way better. But I feel like with the pre-runners, there's like, all right, let's chase speed, and that's its own thing. And then there's just running them for real. And then so the drivability comes into play. And so this 38-mile-an-hour job, why I like that is because now I know it's geared so hot that I can actually, my goal has been, I have a ton of 2S that I don't use for anything anymore. Like 2S 5000s, crawler batteries. Back in the day when I first started crawling, I didn't want 3S. And that was goofy and wrong, but it worked. And I was only crawling by myself. I never really got in any situations where I needed the wheel speed, whatever. But so anyway, I got all these 2S 5000s that aren't doing anything.
Right.
So now I can run. I need 3S for my crawlers. I need 3S for my F86s. So if we're bringing out pre-runners, I can burn through 2S all day, and I don't care because I need to get me some more 3S batteries, but at the moment I gotta conserve. So it's like, man, if it's 38 miles an hour out on the street, that's fine. I don't need that when I'm racing you guys, because legit 25 miles an hour is about enough.
Right.
But it's nice having it there if you want it.
I think being locked in second gear on this Megalodon, I can run I can run 2S on it and just cruise, you know? And the thing is, on the 2S or on the second gear and the 2S, I'm actually not going to be turning as much torque at the rear end either. So it's going to actually be easier on the drivetrain, I think, until I get to 50 mile an hour and things start Chernobyl and falling apart and blowing apart.
Hold on real quick, man. My kid's at basketball practice and he's trying to work out his evening. Hold on real fast.
Dad, come get me. Take me here. Take me there.
Hey, dude, what up? I'm on TV. Real quick. How's come? You already talked to mom? Oh, is basketball's over and is she taking you over there? Okay, so they're going to pick you up from our house. All right. Okay. Well, make sure I see you before you leave and you be good tonight, Turkey. I love you, man. See ya. Bye.
Turkey.
He's 14, man.
You know what tonight is? It's straight up amateur night. We all know that.
I know. And he's 14. He's going to his cousin's house. And his cousin, he's my nephew. And look, rascals are fun, but they'll get you in trouble.
Right.
So, and my boy, I'm glad he tells me everything, but some of the stuff he tells me, I'm like, bro, I'm your dad, not your friend. You're telling me, but bro,
dude, you got to hear this. Talking about kids, there's a 20-year-old and 18-year-old live next door. Okay, you've been to my house.
yeah.
The house directly next to me is pretty close, like really close. And I'm really close, good neighbors with him and his wife. So the 18-year-old apparently, well, at 12:45 this morning, midnight, I'm up in front of my computer because I can't sleep, and I'm working on this other rip video of the pre-rippers, and my golden retriever starts going ape at the front door, and I'm like, what? So I walked out to the front door and looked, and fresh snow on the ground, and there's like shoe tracks across the top of my steps right at my front door, and I'm like, those weren't there when I got up, so somebody just obviously was snooping around. So when I got up at 05:30, what's daddy do? Takes dog out. First thing I do, I got to put on my boots, go out and figure out what's going on. And so long story short, I sniffed the tracks all the way back to my neighbors on the riverside at his deck, and they were right from his patio door. So I'm like, what the heck? Because it jumped the fence, went between his house and my house, opened a gate, went through my gate to get out front, and walked right across the front of my house. So I'm like, private eye, KK here. So I actually texted him at when I knew he was probably awake at 8:30 this morning. I'm like, bro, you need to go check your stuff, man. It was come to find out it was his 18-year-old, their 18-year-old kid that had snuck out to go hang out with some chick last night at 12:45, 1 o'clock.
And
I'm
trying
like,
to go to the wrong house or what?
I'm like, can you tell him not to jump the fence and open my gate and walk right across the front of my house? Dude, you got a car out front. Go get it and leave.
Well, now the whole internet knows. It's like, be quieter next time.
Right. Yeah, he's on my camera out front. I was like, man, I need to check my camera.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, good times. At 12:45, my dog's going ape, and I'm like, what the heck?
Man, I was not similar at all, but just as startling. It's trash day, and I forgot to take it out last night. So this morning, right before I get on, I'm like, it's morning. I got to hurry, and because I got to get it done for whatever. So I come out the garage and around to go get the cans to drag them out to the street. There's 3 humongous wild turkeys right there
Oh no.
in
And
my
they'll come
face.
after you.
Yeah, and I scared them. They scared me. It was hilarious. And they ran away a little bit, but didn't run away all the way. They like got far enough away and thought I couldn't see them, and they're behind something. They're all kind of looking at me because I had to make a couple trips. And yeah, I was like, I'm done now. I told them, I was like, I'm done now. It's cool. You can chill on the fence if you want.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You
And
ever had one of them chase you?
No, but I don't know what their deal is because later on in the day, I could tell that they were on my front porch, and one of them took a Duke on the front step.
Dude, that's awesome. Mishawaka turkeys.
Yeah. No more raccoons because I completely skirted and resided the patio room, which is where I'm at now. So yeah, no more raccoons. I had a family of them at one point. I was catching one every night and taking it miles away to a river. Yeah, that was fun. I really felt like Mutual of Omaha things were happening.
I had at one point raccoons living underneath my deck out here by the river. I got a couple rabbits living underneath there. There's a groundhog, unfortunately. Muskrats. Like, it's crazy. Snakes. We got water snakes all over in this river. It's just one thing after another.
Sounds like a Disney movie, bro.
Right. Right. Hey, another known good secret. I just bought one of these on Amazon. It's for bicycles.
Yeah.
That's that speed meter thing. It's real lightweight and small, and guys buy them for airplanes too because you can it'll tell you altitude, speed, stuff like that as well. So I bought one of these. It was $37 to be able to throw in these rippers, and so we can see what speed we're going, so we're not putting our phones in there.
That's great because that's ridiculous.
It is kind of stupid. I got a brand new iPhone like a week ago, and so I didn't even have a case for it yet, and I'm like, I really wanted to know what this Megalodon was doing. So I put the phone in a Ziploc bag and I zip tied it to the frame rails and then put the body back on. Dude, I'm glad I did that because I rolled the living out of that thing, man. Down the street.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
good thing you did have the body on it because that'd have been bad news. That's hard on the phone.
Oh yeah. Okay, boss says he has one. Awesome.
Rafe says hi. My kid says hey.
What up?
Hey,
I'm gonna leave at like 8:15. So
what are you guys doing?
I don't know yet.
You stay out of trouble.
I will.
You get me out of this house. I mean, I'll get. I mean, I'm your dad. I love you.
I'm not gonna do anything.
But be good.
We will.
This is when stupid stuff happens, brother. I'm telling you.
Amateur night.
Well, yeah, all these guys out on the road have probably been drinking.
Pounded.
Possibly.
We'll be good.
Stay in the house.
We probably will.
Or in the neighborhood with the buddies there close.
We always stay in the neighborhood.
You be good.
I will. See you next year.
Happy New Year.
Hold on.
New Year.
Come here, boy. Be
See
good. Hey, really? Because you're the leader,
I have to
man.
make sure Henry's not cranky tomorrow, otherwise we'll never be able to have a sleepover.
They look up to you, man. It's okay. If something's weird or uncomfortable, don't do it.
I won't. See ya.
I love you.
Bye. See you next year.
See you next year.
Mr. Ramsey says, tell him to behave.
Sounds too fun. Grandpa Joe says to behave too.
I will.
He's a good boy, but I got to make sure I tell him.
I don't think I ever.
He's like my height now. He's 14.
That's crazy. I think Wild Bill he said hi a little while ago. Happy New Year to you too, Bill.
What's up, Bill?
We were busy flapping lips around here and not paying attention.
Happy New Year, flapping lips. See you later, brother.
But yeah, so who was it just said? Okay, so RC leftovers. You said Sky RC's got a little Bluetooth one, yeah, for $80. Yeah, I thought this one here, I'm gonna give it a try for 37
Yeah,
bucks.
for $37, I would do that one, and for 80, I would just go ahead and get the Spectrum one for 100. The GNSS.
Yeah,
I want that. I want to try that. But I think what you got is totally sufficient. The
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
yeah.
It's got to be better than the phone.
Well, for sure. I mean, we're sending our only communication device that we have out on RC that could just lose reception and just
Yeah.
go wherever.
No, my kid just got home from basketball and he's gonna leave soon. And so I know his buddies because I coached them all one time, and they're 14-year-old boys, man. So I've been there, and because he tells me about everything, I just know where they're at. So I'm like, brother, this is for dumb stuff.
I was just actually having a conversation. My mom's 82. And I was having a conversation with her the other day. So my dad's in a bad way. And so I started telling her stories, like air, like flying stories of some of the crap that I did that she had no idea of.
Yeah,
And she goes, I've never heard any of these stories, and I'm glad I didn't know.
exactly.
It's like I did not tell a lot.
I'm like, well, that's how I am too. I'm like, dude, why are you telling me this? Just like earlier, I'm like, I'm glad you are comfortable enough to tell me stuff, because I mean, I'm your biggest fan.
Right.
But
But
I got to be your dad right now. So, but
Yep.
it's cool, man. It's cool. Hopefully he takes heed. Some people are going to take heed, and then some people are going to learn the hard way, and that's just who they are. It doesn't matter how good the advice is.
Right.
But at least if it's there's something to fall back on. Even if they don't take your advice, it's good that it's in their head.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Most phones are 1K or 300 to get. Yes, exactly. And I literally a brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I'm zip tying it to a stupid $300 chassis.
Crazy.
It's how So when Kirk and I were down at France Park, and we went to a different area of the park to crawl.
Oh,
they have a waterfall down there.
You guys find that place this time?
Yeah, and so when we first got there, I think him and I were the only two in the park, except for these other two knuckleheads. And I gotta tell you, so we went to a completely different area, found the waterfall. It was nothing that we could crawl around on or get remotely really close to.
Oh,
So we went a little deeper, different area in the park. And we're out crawling, got the SCX6s after we're done ripping all the pre-runner crap. And we're coming back up to a driveway, and there's two knuckleheads. One's driving an old Chevy pickup truck, pulling a box van, an ice cream balloon box van of some sort, out of the woods. And they get stopped up the way, and the one guy yells back to us when we were crossing the driveway. He's like, "Hey," he goes, "Hey guys, it looks like fun." It's like, yeah. And then he went a little bit and he goes, "I gotta tell you, man, more money than brains." I'm like, dude, come on, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, more money than brains? You guys are the knuckleheads pulling a big heavy box van through the woods with a, Chevy Silverado. But they were just, making talk about, the big SCX6s. Like, more money than brains. Like, we ain't got nothing else better to do with our lives.
well, the big brain's how I had the big money to get the big toy. So what?
So, I almost wanted to tell him I got two of them and I'm broke.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
I mean, yeah.
I just was like, you know how I am, Ryan. You know how I am off camera, and Kirk. It could have went a different way, but I kept to myself.
Yeah, usually silence is all it takes to defeat that kind of foolishness. You got a fifth scale gasser. Nice.
My brother's got a couple. I don't know. I shouldn't say what they are. They're huge, like gassers. They're big buggies. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wow. What's up? 2372 from Dubai.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hope to see more planes in the new year. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
You know, we needed to do some more flying. Obviously, it's just it's so much easier to do the crawler thing. It just is.
It is. I still love planes, but I don't ever have to work on them. They're for flying. So unless I'm at the field, it's like whatever. But
Right.
I like wrenching on the cars, and I can do it anytime. Doesn't matter if it's light outside, if the wind's blowing, whatever. It's just that's kind of where I'm at. I like planes. I'll never not like them. And it depending on what was going on, if we went to Potato Creek, I was gonna probably bring the Twin Otter to fly on that beach.
Just with the regular landing gear on it.
Yeah, on the sand.
Yeah. I think that
France Park too.
I think the sand at France Park would be a killer place to fly off of.
The sand at France Park is amazing. If we were going there, I would take the Twin Otter this time potentially. Right. It's nice. I haven't flown it yet. I've programmed it and bound it and set it up probably 10 times.
So we know it's set, right?
Doing different things.
Working it out.
Well, if I'm not here talking about RC, I'm talking about RC all day.
Right.
Yeah. I work in the business and I help brands support the product. So I'm all the time programming this and that and this and that and this and that. So I get to talk about planes. I'm glad I get to talk about planes. I have a lot to give there. A lot. Stupid stuff that they would think their stuff is broken and would be replacing components. It's no, you don't need to. You've just got something off a little tiny bit in the procedure. That's it.
Right.
And then guy couldn't get his ESC to the avian programming menu, up elevator, left aileron for 5 to 10 seconds. And then it asks you to do it to the right side. And then you can get in the programming menu and set up reverse thrust or play with the differential or do things with the ESC right there on the radio with the sticks. Well, again, on the calibration and endpoints, if you're not at full rate deflection, when you send those full travel signals to do programming with sticks,
you're not going to get it.
Work. So dude was in safe and he wasn't in high rate and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I was like, two tricks to fix this. First one, always go easy first. The first one is, okay, you're in the menu already. All right, great. Unplug the plane, plug it back in, try again. Still doesn't work? Okay. Check your rates. Make sure you're in high rates and the safe is off. Try it again. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's it.
Yep.
Most of the stuff is just the willingness to try things. You know.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, so I love planes and I get to talk about them all the time. I just don't get to fly them very much anymore. And I don't have the pressure of the new releases forcing me to get out there and get it done, because when I would have to go get it done, of course, I'm going to bring a handful of planes with me and spend a day out there. But
Yeah.
as it is, I don't really have a camera person, and I don't have the new ones to get done. So
Right.
nobody's
Yep.
paying the dog. So
Yep. Dawes 2372. So yeah, he's got the same problem. Just keep building. Are you doing balsa? Are you just putting foamy homies together? What are you putting together? Because I had that same problem. My problem
Later,
was later, Kirk, was that I kept paying attention to this guy and watching him and Bobby and Mike. And I kept buying more airplanes because I like working with my hands. So I'm like, let's put an airplane together. Okay, sweet. Go fly it. Not by the book. Not trim it out by the book. Just hog tie it and fly it. Trim it out. Land it. Put it up here. Still got a bunch of airplanes sitting over here in front of me. Sit over here. Let it collect dust. Okay, now I need something to do again. Let's buy another airplane.
yep.
Let's go through, Pilot Ryan's, link and go buy another airplane. So I at one point had, I don't know, 38 airplanes
Oh yeah.
and
I've
got rid of a bunch of them because I like to work with my hands. And that's why I like these cars now, because like Ryan said, it's cold out. It's dark when we get up. It's dark when we go to bed. And I mean, it's dark at 5 o'clock in the evening here. So it's like, let's just wrench on cars.
Yeah, it's been fun. I like full scale off road too. I can't afford it, so I dig the little ones.
Oh, wow.
210cc fly
Nice.
baby.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Hey Woody, absolutely 100%. Yes, I can. You want to adjust the gains while you're flying it? Set up the adjustable gains, or you just want to adjust what's there now and leave it fixed? Let me know, bro. I'd be glad to help you.
Boss, yeah, dude, I get it. I did, and you know what? I actually grew up building balsa planes with my dad.
Mostly ARF, but first
My-
kit build. Nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, cool. Someday I might do a wood one. I don't know. I always say that, but I just, man, I got so many kind of coals in the fire on these projects. Dude, I've got enough. I went through my leftover parts because of these pre-runners, and I have all of the links and 2 axles, and I've got shocks. I just know I do. To build a whole nother rig.
So I'm gonna do.
The thing I need is the chassis rails, skid plate, and transmission.
That's what I've been telling you. That's all you need. That's all you need to buy because we got enough parts for at least one more, if not 2.
I just inventoried. I went through my stuff
I got
last night with the manual, and I was like, I got that. 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 The only thing I don't have is chassis rails, skid plate, transmission.
It's $100 worth of parts that I need to build another one.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do a pre-runner number 4. I'm gonna do number 4, and I'm gonna do number 2, mullet.
I want to do a short wheelbase Bronco. This is a Tamiya body.
Where are you getting these things from?
Bro, who am I?
Dude. What?
Here's what's hilarious.
Now wait a minute, bro.
That's a Mojave Grom. It's not that much bigger.
What are you wanting to do with that Lexington body?
Make a short wheelbase 10 scale
Crawler or ripper?
crawler.
I was gonna say there ain't no way. I don't want any part of that being a ripper.
I wouldn't want a short wheelbase ripper,
No way.
but a crawler would be fun. Short wheelbase.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So here's a perspective. Hold on, this will be good.
Oh, boss says he has that Bronco body.
It's a Tamiya one, man. I got all the chrome bits, all the stuff that goes with it. I've had it forever. The whole top is scuffed up because I've been storing stuff in it forever.
Nice.
So
I need to get busy and work out that body you gave me. That was it, Chevelle.
Yes.
I need to work that out.
You used the base camp on that, boss? Did you shorten the wheelbase?
Almost had to have. That thing's.
I mean, if it's not a Tamiya, then it's probably not that small. So
Made it look like my scale Bronco. Nice.
this is, I mean, it's a pre-runner, but this is a 10 scale crawler chassis wheelbase, right?
Yeah, that one's just stock, right?
I mean, it's got
You haven't stretched it?
no, because it's
on butter patina. Yeah.
yeah, and until the Corvair files come, then I'm just leaving it this way so I can use that body.
Happy New Year, Wrecking Roy.
But look how, so that's
Oh.
a 12.3 wheelbase. So this is like a 10-inch wheelbase or something.
What?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I can get this will be interesting. And it'll give me a good opportunity to run the 4.19s instead of the 4.75 size tires.
You know what? I wonder if the chassis rails that I bought, that I made the mullet truck with, if you could cut those down, and because they're carbon fiber, you could probably just drill out where you need things and move things forward on those.
You probably could. Does that come with a skid plate? What transmission?
It did. If I remember right, it did come with a skid plate. And I got one of them. I got one of them little transmissions that Pete's been buying for his rippers. This kind of transmission I got in this.
You know what might be a good base for that?
I don't know if you can see it, but you could really probably just about get away with using one of these. I cut the rails off the back of this. There was rails back here at the back.
Do me a favor, measure from the front axle to that top mount where your shock is.
Well, if you're willing to wait, I'll be back.
It's not that big a deal. Do it later. So, you know the little Element Bushido? I wonder what the wheelbase is on that, because that's that short little Suzuki Samurai thing.
I'm gonna switch cameras here
Let
because
me see. I'm looking up the Bushido. I don't need to buy a rig just to steal the body off, though.
see that, bro? I bet you could make that work. Because I mean, your traditional rails are different at the back, especially.
Well, what really matters to me is where your shocks are mounted on the back to the front shock.
Because with what you got, the way I got this cut off right back here at the back, you could just about use smaller links and a smaller drive shaft and bring that whole thing forward.
Yeah.
And
well,
these are
basically check it out like this. So think about it. That's like a 12.3 wheelbase, probably.
Yeah.
And so if the shocks were straight down in the back to an axle, that would get it done.
I bet you could come 2 inches forward, you'd be right there.
That's what it would need.
Yeah.
I kind of want a little more scale looking deal instead of all that breakover, but that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, unless you custom make your rails, it might be kind of hard to find something that'll fit that. I'm assuming what'd you say it was? Is that a Tamiya body?
Yes.
So they probably have a chassis, obviously, or that would fit that, or used to.
I wonder what kind of chassis it is. That's a good idea. Because all I need is the rails.
Because just go see what they got.
Let me look at this Bushido really fast. I'm curious on the wheelbase.
Victor, Happy New Year to you. Yeah.
Wheelbase 11.8. It's still too big.
11.8. Wow.
On the Bushido. I don't know. The Tamiya, I think, is like 10 point something.
I know I'm going to knock something down Wednesdays messing with these.
Yeah, this needs to be like 10 and a half, bro. Actually, it's more like 10, just a little over 10. Between 10 and 10 and a quarter is what the wheelbase should be on this.
I think you can buy those chassis rails on Amazon for like $20, just chassis rails.
I'm sure you can.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Cut them up.
So much other axial stuff. I thought about just making, because there's not, why can't I just cut the middle out and bring it all together on an axial? They're sliding anyway.
Right. Yeah, they do.
And then you get to keep all the ends and the cross members and all that stuff. So it's correct.
Right. Just drill your own holes if you need to.
Yeah. Let me look at the Tamiya wheelbase.
Boss says whatever body he had fit the base camp pretty well.
There's no way it's that.
Oh, Chris had a good idea. What's the wheelbase on the FMS Willie?
10 scale. They call it 1/6 because the Jeep's small in real life, that one. But it's, dude, next to those 10, there, look at the wheelbases. They're all like the same. Yeah, it's too big. Let's see. I'll find out, dog. Hold on.
Bro, if I did have a tape measure up here, I bet this one here's pretty close.
It might be.
I'll bet you it is. Yeah.
I wonder about the that short wheelbase RC 4-wheel drive Leafer might be good. But here's the deal. I already have the bits. You know what I'm saying? I got the.
He's got the mods. He's got the stuff for it. So let's see. RC leftovers said he's got a Tamiya high lift and it's about 11-inch.
Let's see. Does it tell me? Does it tell me? Son of a gun. Of course not. Wouldn't specs be a good place for that kind of thing? Some people.
Nail and Aaron, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
Said his project 1/6 scale power wagon is chugging along.
So much sanding. Wow.
Sanding. Nah, dude, come on, man. You should be able to knock that out in a couple
Welcome.
days.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Yep. I'm the one who got this group over here started doing all that. And I hear lately, I haven't heard much about it, but there for a while, everybody was like, man, it's a lot of sanding. Yep.
It sounds like it's a.
And you can't use power sanders on this stuff either. If you do, you got to use water to keep it cool because it'll melt the damn plastic.
I use my random orbital. It says 9.53. I don't think that's right. Anyway, somewhere around 10 is what that takes. Unless you just make it crazy, stuff sticking out, really good approach and the part
like Vertex 6 style.
It depends what you want, right? I want it all. The RC 4-wheel drive TF2 is about 11 inches. Yeah, let me look at that, dude. But again, I already got all these axial stuff. So I want to use it.
Yeah. I would. You got a good point by grinding stuff down, cutting things off, and shrinking.
They already are inside.
And just drill new holes. Be done with it.
It's a skid plate. Use the trans. So right now I'm trying to kind of source a 10.3 transmission from the base camp style 10.3.
Buy them all day long on it, or no? Yes.
Let me tell you this.
Do you want the dig? Because if you don't want the dig, you can buy them on Amazon all day long for $20.
A 10.3 trans.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 10.2 or 10.3? Because that Amazon stuff doesn't ever seem to tell you.
The one I bought two of those.
I don't need the dig. I just need the skid plate and the trans. Honestly, dude, chassis rails, skid plate, trans.
So what if they're 10.2s? Buy the skid
servo
plate.
mount.
Buy the skid plate for the 10.2.
If it's
it is a,
available, good
if
luck.
if it's a 10, dude, you can buy 10.2 skid plates all day long on Amazon.
The Galan 2 is 10.8.
Just buy the 10.2 stuff.
Yeah.
Simple 10.2 3-gear trans.
So here's what's interesting. I found there's a couple places out there that I've been shopping on, looking at. There's this place called RC Chop Shop. I've seen some ads for, and there's Jenny's RC. And I almost am afraid to tell this because it's like a secret.
Don't. Jeez.
Oh, brother.
Wait, let me get to the website and get ready to hit the buy button.
I've already got two things in my cart.
Dated.
Dude, I'm going to do it now. So listen, there's a CJ7 chassis with everything on it except the axles and the shocks, and it's even the skid plate. So I can buy the CJ7 chassis and transmission for like $100.
Really?
I got the rest of it. But
Well,
then I'm cutting it up though to make it small, which is okay.
You said it was a CJ?
RC Chop Shop, CJ7. But their website, you know, when a website is not got a ton of money behind it, they're a little clumsier to get around, but they're it's used stuff. I mean, this guy's like RC salvage. It's kind of like Jenny's RC. Like you go to Jenny's RC and you can get a set of SCX tires already mounted on the rims and stuff for like $40. Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Sabre is the one axial that I do not have real experience with, man. So I do not know. Yeah, the thing about Jenny's RC is it is going to be like new takeoffs. RC Chop Shop, some stuff is new, but a lot of it has been used and taken off. But I mean, man, I'd much rather buy a crawler and take my gamble on the transmission still being good than like a basher. I mean, what have you done to mess up a crawler transmission? I have yet to need to fix one.
Just stop right there. Just stop. I don't want to hear that anymore because we got a lot of we got a lot of stuff going on running fast, man, on these rear runners. Don't jinx this. Because, dude, this 10.3 that's locked in second gear, I forgot how many gears and bearings are inside of those things. When I cracked that thing apart yesterday on the counter, I'm like, all right, careful. Because I know I put this together and I cuss and swear it a lot. There's no way that I would be able to do a build video of that transmission. And I took it apart and then I'm like, damn it. I'm like, and there's a gear laying in sideways that came off and I'd pull that out. I'm like, I hate cracking open transmissions.
Is that one that much more difficult than the base camp one?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's longer.
I've not ever been into those.
It's longer. I built that one. I built this one because it was a kit, and
Those are the ones that come with the click, right?
Yes, but there's a fix for the click. I fixed mine.
What is it? The dig
to go 50 mile an hour.
Yeah.
No, actually, Exo Cage did a video on that click, and he showed how to fix it, and I did fix it on this one.
You remember what he did?
It had something to do with one of the gears was on it had to be on a certain way, and in order for it to not make that click sound. I think that's what it was, and I took it all apart and did that, and it did quiet it down.
Nice.
But yes, these are But this one's, these have dig and two-speed trannies.
Right.
And it's long and it's narrow.
And that's what's crazy is that until really today, I didn't realize that 2-speed was in there. It just needed turned on, so to speak. I didn't know that was that easy to do until today.
I'm gonna do that video. Did you read the comments in that video? It's
No.
exactly what I was thinking when I watched that video. Everybody really just lit them on fire for that video, how crappy it was. Because there's really no like up close, like take this, and this apart. Be careful of this, and this.
Yeah, he just knocked it out.
He just, yeah. So I'm actually, after I've done it now, I'm actually gonna set it up and just do a quick video of how to just either remove the spacer or move it like I did to the other spot, the other location, and just lock it into second gear.
Yeah.
It's literally less than 5 minutes once you get the transmission out of the car. It's literally less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's I think I watched most of that video or all of it. And I mean I saw him do it, but yeah, I was on my phone, so I didn't really see much anyway.
Because
It's hard to do those videos well.
That's the transmission in the CJ, right?
That's a transmission in the CJ, your JLU, the Gladiator, and the early Broncos.
Yeah. So you've got one of them up there. Yeah.
Which I have no need to get into because my CJ and the early Broncos sold, and the CJ is a collector's item and super modified and deluxe with brushless and everything. So,
Tear it apart. Let's make it go fast.
No need. I honestly should have left it alone. I did the Knight's custom interior. I should have just left it.
I'm tempted just to take Dan's deadbolt that I got this brand new. So I've been ran like twice. I got a notion just to tear that thing apart and turn it into a pre-runner. He'd have more fun with it that way.
That's how he drives it anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I got plenty going on before I really worry about a short wheelbase thing. But it's like you can't sit around with a couple extra axles and think you don't want to use them for something. So I got myself an extra. I did buy the bits to make a rear axle because that's what we don't have. I was going to have two. When I make this 4-wheel drive one, 2-wheel drive finally, I'm going to have 2 extra front axles and 1 extra rear. Because I bought the rear because I'm like, come on, I'm so close. And actually, I needed to film a sequence again. So that's another reason why I did it.
Bro, I've got 2 straight axles and my one portal from this Jeep that I converted over to pre-runner. So I've got 2 straight, I think they're 44s. One's a 44 and one's a 45. And then I have whatever the number is of the portal, the axial portal from the Rubicon.
Yeah, one's 44, one's 45. I think that's what the difference is.
Is it portal versus straight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the straight axles are all the same, and then the portals are basically all the same.
So yeah,
on those.
And I've got a ton. Yeah, I got a ton of front axles. But you know what? They got bearings and gears in them. Well, no, not bearings. They got gears in them, but not bearings.
Bro, I got hexes on them and everything. I'm all there.
Bro, you know what the craziest thing was? Can you guys see what's underneath that? The IFS2?
Nice.
So when I put that on, super simple, right? Pete was right. I mean, it is literally sitting on a jack stand thing. You take like 6 or 8 screws out and basically just pull this thing off from the makeshift rail system that it's on, take everything off the front and just bolt this thing right in and you're done. The weird part was, luckily, I was holding it up and I turned it on and I was like, pulled on the trigger and the front wheels were going backwards and the back ones were going forwards.
Yes.
So I had to take the rear gears out or the axles out and swap over the
So
whatever they call it, to get it to go right, correct direction.
you can't do that in axials. So your element diff case lets you do that, but you can't do that in
You're
the
right.
axials.
You're right. Yep.
That's
right.
because I was shopping the IFS 2 kit myself, and I was like, I realized exactly what you just said. They run backwards if you do it. So you either got to have an element axle, or you may be able to work it out if you had a divorce transfer case.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
yeah. I had to flip the spool over.
Yes.
And then I realized my throttle was backwards at the ESC. So I had to get the computer plugged into it and reverse it. Then I took and calibrated my radio.
You just switch 2 wires.
I'm not into switching wires. I'd rather do it legitimately.
But it is. It just at the bullets.
Yeah, I know, but they're color coordinated. I leave them alone. I went about it the other way. Because if I ever take this apart and put it back together, I'm gonna forget. If I just went about it a different way.
That's fine.
And so I got that fixed. So when we were down at France Park, the damn thing was running. What was it? It was running fine. And then when I put this IFS, it was running backwards at France Park. It wasn't going that fast. So the speed control was reversed, right? So I had more reverse power than I had forward.
Yes.
So then I realized that, and I changed it when I did the IFS too. I realized it, and then when we went over and Spud Creek with the girls the other day to hike and trail with them and run these a little bit, I was like, now this thing's got a little more speed to it.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, long way around the moon, guys, but this RC stuff kind of gets.
So what are you telling me? You did a bunch of programming, but if you were to have just switched the wires, you would have been done right then?
Probably, yeah. Yep.
Here's what's funny too.
But like I said, I'm not switching the wires. I got the box. I got the computer thing to just log into it and just change it. So
it's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah, you can program it, or you can plug it in, and then when you're talking about taking it apart, it's like, and put it back together. When you put it back together and plug it in and it runs backwards, then you know that, I got to switch those wires again, or pull out the box.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I've done that plenty of times.
Boxes are cool, man.
I've done that all the time on the airplanes, because I mean, most time it's like you got to do that.
Yeah, and the airplanes don't have reverse, so you're not gonna really. There's nothing there. It doesn't matter.
It seems like everything's just set up a little bit differently with these cars. So they're color coordinated, they're color coded. I left them alone. Just plug in the damn box, just reverse the ESC and go.
There you go.
And recalibrate the radio. I'm curious. I want to drive your Lightning Bug with it all hot like it is.
It's
because
stupid.
I'm curious to see how that all works. Because, dude, now I've got like 75 or 80% steering expo in both of my number 1, number 2 cars.
Wow.
And it works super, super well.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any expo in them.
Yeah, I got a lot. You'll have to drive them. You'll be like, wow. Yeah, it's super, way more controllable. I think so.
Yeah.
I think Kirk cranked his up too the other day. He was like, yeah, that's pretty nice. So I've been just busy, I'm glad we were able to get out a couple times because, I mean, with these shit radio link radios that you love so much.
If it works, it works.
With everything that's on those, dude, it makes these things, so much easier to drive because there's so much more there than what you get on some of this other stuff. So
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
This gives you the ability to dial it.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm all in on Spectrum. I know it already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
I know it already, and it makes sense for me.
Right.
Anyway,
It's just these radio links have a lot more to them that give you the ability to dial things in better. That's why I like it for the cars.
yeah. Well, you can't beat the price of the receivers and stuff.
Yeah, especially when they're gyro receivers for $20, $19.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Cool. I'll tell you what, man. I'm about ready to bounce out of here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so it's New Year's. I hope everybody got what they wanted for Christmas. I got stuff. I tried to buy myself something and it went out of stock immediately. And I thought I may have got the last one, but I didn't. So I almost had an optic.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
I almost had an optic. And so I don't. It's okay. I guess. But man, I've been trying hard not to get new tires for the Guillemot. Because Enjore's got real nice 2.2 rims, bro. And then the new Pro line, like BFGs. I'm like, dude, I want those.
It's hard to beat Enduro rims, man. I gotta
But
be
I'm gonna have
honest.
to give up that Guillemot anyway. So it's like, I'm not gonna do a lot to it. But I want to. Stock tires are fine for you. No, I'm just kidding. For anybody else but me and
I hate stock tires.
I know we all change them.
You've been in this hobby for 30 years
30 years.
and I've been at this surface stuff for 3 years and I've probably got 60 sets of damn tires.
If you got more tires than me, then you're super nuts because I got a lot of tires that aren't on rims. It's crazy, brother.
I'm buying new tires all the time, so
I need more B-locks. I keep buying the Pro Line Rock Shooter rims, which are pretty good. But
I got beadlock rims that are sitting up in the shelf up with probably 20 sets of tires that aren't even mounted. It's crazy.
Man, I'm real picky on tires though. Like
these tires, those things rock in the sand. It's an Endura, like, I don't know, some type of mud tire.
They
work great.
They're dollar store BFGs.
Dollar store or not.
No, they look like they're trying to be BFGs, which is a good tread.
Dude, it's amazing.
If listen, I am picky. I'm weird on the rubber, bro. So the only rubber I have is Pro Line and RC 4-wheel drive rubbers, except for one pair of Endura, which I took off. They're not mounted to anything right now because I'm just nuts about it. They were good though. I ran them. It's you know what I'm talking about. It's these.
Oh yeah. Yep. Those work well in the sand too. We just ran those Kirk did on my number 1 truck. That's what's on it right now.
These are really nice when it's sloppy out on a crawler, and I'm sure they're great in the sand.
Ryan, you'll be a damn fool to not listen to me and buy a set of these and put in those tires. Those tires and these inserts are absolutely phenomenal.
I wish I like foams.
Well, then you're going to be changing foams all the time that are ripped.
But I haven't had to. I've been running with you guys.
But you're going to. That's what I got on here, bro, and they are solid. Those red inserts.
I may go for it on a pre-runner, but I don't want them to crawl with.
You remember how this thing would catch and flip? It
Yes.
didn't do it. It didn't do it with those inserts and these tires on it at France Park. I launched that video.
I was right on, wasn't I?
I launched that video this morning. Well, you don't have to tell me. I knew exactly what you were saying.
That shit was digging.
It gets caught in. The problem is the tires that are on that 442 is what was on here with foams, and yeah, night and day difference with these tires with those big red inserts. This thing did not flip over.
Some of my foams are
It was nuts.
dual stage or pretty dense, and so they're holding up.
Yeah,
for now. But yeah, if those Ajora inserts, if you don't want foams, I think are totally the way to go.
You remember what Kirk showed a couple weeks ago on his foams and how crappy they looked?
Yeah.
Look how nice that looks. That was from 2 rips, France Park and at Spud Creek.
Nice. That holds up.
Like brand new.
Pitbull rock beast.
I don't want, dude, my thing is I'm not trying to like say it on the river on anything, but look at that, bro. There was nothing in them. They were clean, no wear. So if you do the printer pre-runner thing and you don't like changing bead locks all the time, take my advice, everybody, and get rid of foams.
I think the rims have to make a difference too. I mean, what's tearing the foams up? Is stuff getting in there? Mine are okay.
So stuff gets in there because the foams are so weak that when you're going around on the corners and the curves, you're getting the sand in them. You're getting the sand's getting in the bead lock.
Yeah, so it depends on the rim if it's going to let it in there or not.
Not really, because these are wider than what the foams are. So you're getting a tighter compression at the bead. These are wider than what the foams are.
Yeah, but the bead's the bead. I mean, it's going to clamp down.
But it's going to be tighter with when you're compressing, when you're sandwiching everything together. The foam is going to allow for pressure, right?
Yeah.
These don't have that.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm talking about stuff getting in them. And so it depends on the rims sometimes.
Shouldn't matter with the rims. Not with these.
How did his foams get so trash then?
Mine were trash too.
Not mine.
Because you weren't running 35 miles an hour. That day we were down there, you were running peanut butter top patina.
But I've run the lightning bug on foams fast.
Not like what we were doing down at France Park. I mean, we were on that beach, that little beach area at Potato Creek or at Bago.
That's what I mean, Chris. If it's vented and letting stuff in, there's more chance of it getting tore up. And that's just regardless of what's in there.
I mean,
you're going to let stuff in. Like some tires are going to get, when you get wet, some tires don't get wet. Like some foams aren't really getting wet. And then some rims, your tires will get wetter. And it just depends what's going on with the bead lock itself. Not really the bead, but just how the metal bits are, what's happening.
The only thing I can agree with you on with that, Ryan, is that some of the deep dish rims, and you've got some of them, you got the white ones and the gray ones that come together at the hex in the center. I'll agree with you that those you don't have your bolt pattern out closer to your bead, right? So technically now, since you got that truck hot rodded up, we go back to France Park and we're running down there hard. You're going to trash your foams with those rims. 100%.
Yeah, maybe.
There ain't no maybe to it. I will tell you, I'll put $100 on the table right now that your foams will be trashed by the time we're done.
And I ran the shit out of the lightning bug there on those.
Not at France Park, you didn't.
No, but I did at the other place. At France Park, I had different rims on.
But never mind. Well, we can talk about this later.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
You were running different speed at France Park. You were the slowest rig out there. Now, when we went to Boggle Creek, you were ripping hard, but we didn't have a whole lot of room to like go around corners like crazy and put a lot of stress on the tires and be able to let that bead fill up with sand. So I think that France Park is a good place, or at Potato Creek where you can really get going fast and take a big turn and stay in the power and see what that tire does and what it picks up.
Yeah, I just think different rims are going to let in different amount of material.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, that's all. That's it.
Yeah,
So
but I'm just saying these things are like
I'm
lifesavers.
sure they are. Yeah. I'm sure they are. And if I trash some foams, I'll probably get some.
Yeah, it's just
These
me
are,
personally. I don't mind taking rims apart and changing and putting different tires on. But if I like the setup I got, the last thing I want to do is be taking rims apart all the time to change foams.
these are already two steps crawling and they're dual stage. Like I hope they get beat up a little. The ones I had on the bug were already soft.
Right.
So whatever on that.
And the softness of them, if they're really soft, you don't want to be going like a bat out of blazes in a turn.
Exactly. So I put on the super hard Baja old school Mickeys I had.
Yeah.
When I ran 38 miles an hour on that in the street, they're actually smaller and harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 38. But I'm finding a 2mm hex. So there it is, the one I want.
So
that's because these are soft and were soft already. These are just stock foams, no big deal. Much like the stuff that Kirk trashed.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I agree with Chris too. I mean, there's a time and place you want vented wheels or you want your tires vented. But when we're doing this pre-runner stuff, I don't want anything vented.
My thing about vented is my only thing that I'm worried about is when you're crawling and it sucks. It sucks like you compress it and the air comes out, and then the tire wants to stand back up and it looks like it's being sucked in on.
Right.
I can't stand it. It looks goofy. And so I want them vented a little so they don't get sucked in. Right? So, but I don't have a preference other than that. I just don't want them to look stupid.
Like those pin tires, the Proline pin tires that I've got that I run pretty much well.
Yes.
They're on my mullet truck. Those I had to vent. I had to.
Because they were showing the
because
suck.
Crawling, with having the overdrive, because I'm at like a 38% underdrive on this truck.
Yeah.
So, going into rocks and stuff and getting pinched, they wanted to twist up. So I had to vent those.
Yeah, so I think these are pretty well sealed up because of the way they're acting. So I have a feeling these foams don't have a lot getting in them, which is why they get trashed.
Right.
My guess. So it depends on the rims. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah. Well, and again, the driving, like when we were going as fast and hard as we do, especially in the corners down at France Park, because we have the room to do it on that sand, you're bound to get something inside of them.
Well, unless they don't let anything in.
And well, that's what I've experienced now with both of my trucks with these inserts. So I proved it.
I think those inserts will hold up even if stuff is getting in.
I think so too. They're going to go a hell of a lot farther than what the foams do. I know
I just
that.
don't think much was getting in these. Oh my gosh, they're clean as a whistle.
From running on the street?
No, these are the ones I beat the shit out of at
Bago?
the with the lightning bug in the
Yep.
loose sand.
At Bago?
No.
Over at
Potato.
Spud Creek? At Spud Creek?
Yeah. So these didn't get trashed because nothing got in them.
Which rims are those?
My white
Those-
Patagonias,
No, the rims. Oh,
the deep dish.
okay. Yep.
Yeah, the deep dish.
And are those the hexes or the bolts that go through the hex? The 5 or 6 lugs
Yes.
that holds the whole rim halves together?
Yep.
Okay.
And they feel pretty well sealed up.
Yeah,
but
that's
they
what
also didn't like if they compress, it's they're not so sealed up that they don't let it expand back out. You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah, dude, if stuff's getting in them, it's gonna tear it up.
Yeah. These I bought 2 more sets of these red inserts just to have on hand.
And these
For
are stock.
another tire or whatever. So
These are stock. So I got a set of stiff Patagonias with dual stage, and then I got this Patagonias.
bro, you just need to leave that off of there right now and order a set of these red
There's nothing
rubbers and
wrong
throw
with
them in
mine.
there.
They're not getting ruined.
Okay.
I took it apart to prove it. But I get it. If shit's getting in there, it's gonna get bad.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're right. So am I. Yeah. These are soft, but it's okay because I'm not gonna always be going 38. I'm never gonna be going 38. That's a speed.
Oh yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Oh yeah. You know, when we get all 4 or 5 of us together, it's gonna be full throttle Johnny all the way. You know it.
We're gonna start working on the aero. They're going so fast now. We're gonna start working on the aerodynamics.
Well, I'm kind of screwed there because I got the big cow catcher on the front of this number 2 truck.
Is it down force or up force?
It's actually down force.
There you go. You're good. You're good, dude.
Yeah. Right? Down force? Yep. See that, Ryan?
Yep. A little bit.
My big cow catcher.
That's a sonic boom machine. What's up, Axel?
Will be now. Axel, what's up?
Now I got to get this.
Fly Easy 441. Fly Easy 441. You talking about Conquest? Is that part of the 441?
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Cessna 441 Conquest. Garrett turbines. A sweet, sweet little twin engine airplane.
Now I got to get this sumbitch back together.
Oh.
There's only one way to get these too, or you'll be off. You ever notice that?
Yep.
There's a right and a wrong way.
I made that mistake a couple times.
And then your diamonds don't match up, and it's like amateur.
Oh, so he says, I know it says, okay.
It's your work call sign.
Work call sign. Nice. Sweet.
You still in the he's YouTube doesn't let me show up as Axel RC. Why?
Oh, it's Axel.
Yeah. That's
jeez, my bad.
Motown Philly.
I guess he did say that earlier and I just overlooked it. My bad.
Why can't he do his handle anymore?
It's all conspiracy.
I suppose that's true.
It's just a conspiracy. It's like we're on here talking about our red rubbers. are rubber tire inserts.
Speak for yourself.
Dude, did you see what Amazon's got now? They've got blue tires and red tires and the black tires.
For these?
Yes. Crawler Canyon the other day was like, he came on and he had a set of those Amazon, they called them Amazon Blueies. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
You like that?
No, absolutely hate it.
I don't even like colored bead locks, like rings and stuff.
Yeah, and they're ugly as can be. I mean, they're like a Smurf, like is the one that took a crap on your front porch, not a turkey, and left you a set of 4 tires, brother. Let me see if I can find this
You can
again.
change the name on your YouTube settings.
Bro, for real. Check this. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, come on.
Can you believe that?
I can.
Dude, and they look so damn ugly on a vehicle. Come on.
Why?
I have no idea. And look, they even got red ones, Broseph. That's what our full-size tires are coming to. You watch.
No way.
They're testing it out with us modelers first. Who in the hell would want a set of blue or red tires? Sorry, but not me.
Shout out
Nice.
to your boys. Happy New Year to all the Hoy Fab crawlers of Central Oregon.
Dude, that sounds like a fun place to crawl.
Man, I saw a video from Tom Lee the other day where he crawled the TKO7 at a new spot. And yeah, for real, they look like skateboard tires. And
yeah.
I've never been more jealous of a location than where Tom Lee crawled that TKO7, bro.
Really?
My goodness.
Dude,
It was Jurassic. It was biblical, mate.
And it was up northwest?
He's in, where is he? UK somewhere.
Oh. Because, dude, some of the stuff, like Haley, even some of her videos, now she's moved up northwest.
She in Washington?
I think she's in Oregon, I think. But regardless, either one. I mean, you get up in that neck of the woods, dude, there's got to be some so awesome, great places to go crawl up there.
That's the one, dog. That's it, back together. This is what was on the lightning bug when I finally got traction.
Well, yeah. You know what? Slap that swap meet Louis back on there, and we're going to have to go down to France Park, and we're going to have to rip.
I'll run these, and then I'll run the stiffer same size but stiffer dual stage.
Yeah.
They're deep dish, but they're see, they're the same.
Yeah, man. See, I'm rubbing it in tonight, man. I'll bring you a set of these so when you need them, they're in the car, bro.
Need them, bro. I ain't gonna need them.
You got to have them,
bro. These were clean as a whistle.
I'm not saying anything about those, bro.
And these have been on some. I mean, I've run them on a lot of crawlers before they were ever.
Put them on, bro. Put them on, bro. Because I know one thing, man. This bad boy being in second gear now, these tires are hard as a rock with those rubber inserts in there. And when I full throttle gianted it last night, dude, they're like,
oh, bro, when I had those on.
Oh, I saw your live stream. I thought they were going to blow up and just take out the house.
Bro, I wouldn't go past half throttle, no joke.
It's crazy.
And then
I saw it.
And then I put these stiffer, denser, old school Mickeys on, and I could actually run full throttle with it. And it really didn't get big at all.
Dude, No, when I saw you do that on the live stream the other night, because I watched it the next morning at 04:30, I was like, "What are you doing, bro? You're gonna blow up your house."
I wanted to run it full throttle, but I was like, I'm gonna shred these off the
No way.
rims. And I was
There's
like,
no way.
no way.
Nope.
So that's why when
Forget
I did
that.
I did the speed run with this and no body. These
Nice.
smaller tires and no body, and I got 38 and some change.
Well, now since we got this new little cycle gizmo,
Yes.
maybe we can gain ourselves another half mile an hour with weight.
Absolutely.
All
It's
right,
just
dude.
fun to see what you can get out of them, bro.
It is. Dude, it was a blast running these things. We gotta get back down to France Park. I think next weekend is showing like almost, I don't know, mid 50s, high 50s down there. Might have to go down there one more time.
I'm down, bro. I'm so down.
It's an hour and 15 minutes, man. It's
It's
nothing.
worth it though, because the crawling's good there and the beach is dope.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to go have a beer and say Happy New Year early and relax. So,
All right, you guys. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Jay Woody, legit on the Super Timber gains. Let me know. And Kelly, don't let me keep you. If you're ready to go, go ahead. It's cool. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm leaving too. But if you're ready, go ahead. But Jay Woody, let me know if you want to do adjustable gains or you just want to like know how to get in there and change what's there. If it's the bind and fly receiver, you're going to have to do a factory reset more than likely not on the radio, but in forward programming, and then start from scratch defaults. So if you want to know where you're starting from as a baseline, like if you want to use the stock gains from the Super Timber as a baseline, then all you got to do is scroll over off of the main menu and take a picture, write them down of what the AS3X and safe gains are, angle limits, all that stuff, so we could put them back in. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with a 40, 50, 60 defaults, because once you factory reset or update a receiver, same as if you bought it off the shelf, that's the default gains. So whatever you want to do, man, let me know. You got my email, hit me up that way, comments, whatever. Even if we got to, I can do it. We can do it on the show, or I can get with you and spend a little time on the phone or something, FaceTime or Zoom call or whatever. And I can help you out in less than an hour. I guarantee it. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce, guys. Hey,
see you, brother.
Thanks for the time. Everybody have a great, safe New Year tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Are we 10 o'clock Saturday morning or 9?
I don't know.
Figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Figure it out tomorrow. Let me know. Are we going to Oxbow?
I don't know. I'm gonna go over there Friday, because remember they got that big oval track.
That parking lot?
No, it was that big sand oval track that's over there.
Where's which one? Oxbow?
It's right by the big tower.
Yeah, it's a parking lot, which is fine.
No, it's not a parking lot. Mm-mm. No, it's a big sand round track. It's big. They actually have two of them. I was looking. I remembered the one, and I looked it up on Google Maps. And there's a second area too.
Is it for what's it for?
I don't know if they just do I know Concord usually does a lot of cross country and track events over there. So I don't know if that track has something to do with that, but dude, it's a legit sand track. We've never noticed it before, but I've seen it, but I never thought much of it. I thought about taking one of the bashes over there once and ripping it, but I figured they'd probably yell at me for that. But these things are small enough and quiet enough.
Well, Oxbow's cool if it's one I'm thinking of with all the stairs, because we can crawl there too.
Yeah, that's the one. It's close. It's over here in Elkhart, closer to me.
Is it rocky there or is all trails? I can't remember.
Nah, it's more trails than
It's
it is
more
rocky.
trails. There's a few obstacles, but there's a lot of trails. Maybe hill
Right.
climbs.
Right. If you want rocks, I mean, we'd have to go back to Bonnie to the big rocks.
Well, it kind of depends on if you can rip her or not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna go over there Friday and check it and see, because I got the pass to get in, but now it's gonna be trashed after tonight. So I'll get a new pass for the year. But I'll go over there Friday and see if there's any snow on that track or not. If there's not, we'll go over there.
Awesome. Yeah, let me know. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
The weather will tell us what's happening.
For sure.
All right, brother. I'm gonna stay on just a minute, but
That's cool.
see ya.
Yep. See you guys. Have a good one.
Peace. Awesome, Aaron. Cool. I think Jay Woody left because I was telling him, let me know. I'll help you on the setup. Awesome. Well, here it is. Happy New Year. Big deal. For me, New Year is really just a day off, which is cool. So it's a calendar thing, but let it be what it needs to be for you. And I hope you had a good one, and I hope the next one is good for you. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for coming over. If you got any last minute stuff and you don't want me to split, lay it on me, because the comments are what drives the show once we're done talking to Kelly. So, holler. Anything you want to talk about real quick, whatever, let me know. Otherwise, I will say goodbye here in a minute too. Like farting the wind. I don't know, man. Is it a little bit more like one under the covers, kind of just lingers a bit and it stinks the whole time? Flapping lips. Good to see you guys. All you newer folks, thanks for coming over. Check out the videos on the channel. I mean, the live stream's fun, but dude, the videos are what's up. Stadium truck build. Are you asking somebody else? I think maybe. I've got a 2-wheel drive buggy and short course 10 scale that I used to race. I need to sell them. And I'm keeping my 8 scale though, truggy. Flapping, you building a stadium truck? Right on. I don't know why when you say that, Brian Chambers, it makes me think of Elton John. I did a short course build. The pre-runner, right? Yeah, that's it then. So we turned the crawler into a short course wheelbase. It's awesome. Well, there's a video of us from a few weeks back where we took them all to the beach and let them rip. And so I had the lightning bug out, which is way faster than my first video that was a pre-runner on this, which is this one now. We've got a couple of these fast crawlers at this point. And until the snow goes away, I'm leaving this one 4-wheel drive. And then once the snow goes away, I'll go ahead and rip off this front solid rear axle and put the twin I-beam on it. But for now, because of the snow, I tried the 2-wheel drive pre-runner in the snow. There's no steering. Of course, it's just going to push. So I was like, you know what? Let me keep one on 4-wheel drive for a minute. So the 2-wheel drive one is the lightning bug behind me. And then I got this one. Aaron, great question. Let's put it up here. What's the thumbnail and video name of the pre-runner video? It's on the RC truck playlist right here on this channel. I'll try to grab it in a second. Bro, a lot of hard work on the sanding. I use a file first, or even orbital sometimes to knock it down. Some guys are using like UV resin to kind of fill things up, but a lot of sanding, a lot of hard work. But on glue joints and corners that are like faceted, if you watch any of the 6 scale crawling videos that are on this channel, a lot of times it's not just a run of the vehicle, but also a little bit of the build story. So you'll see the progression of that project coming from 3D print to looking awesome and then out there running. So these pre-runners are Lexan, so they're going to look good. But that's 3D printed. That's 3D printed. All my 6 scale stuff is 3D printed. I got some. Check out the channel, man, because if it's not a Lexan body you can buy, then we 3D printed it. Willie's wagon down here, I did a video on it. It's 3D printed. There's a Land Rover back there. It's 3D printed. The big dude right there, there's the miniature version, 10 scale leafer that I built for my dad. And then I got a 6 scale version of that 3D printed. So I just work real hard on them. I sand them a lot. The orientation at which way you choose to print the part, you get to choose where the work's going to be, depending on the radius and the curves of the parts you're printing. So you kind of, depending on how you orient it, you can make it less work for yourself. But man, a lot of paint. We use Bondo, a lot of filler with the Bondo. And again, I've used UV resin a little bit. My flashlight for the UV resin sucks though. So I almost just as soon use regular epoxy that doesn't need a light if I had to, but I use files and I'll block it like you would a real car on glue joints and any real bad faceted spots or where there's a lot of lines. And then just start hardcore, knock the high stuff off. And that's why I like a file, because it's flat, because then you're only hitting the high spot. When you use something soft or your hand or just paper, you're sanding the high spot, but you're also sanding next to the high spot. So you're digging it out at the same time, an area that you would rather leave alone. So I'll block it like a real car and with a flat bar file and knock the glue joints down and anything I can knock down. I go crazy that way. Then I hand sand it. Then I clean it up and we'll throw some Bondo on and apply it with like an old credit card or hotel room key or something, and then sand that, and then start painting. And then when you start painting, you see it kind of brings, when you're looking at a whole body with glue joints and Bondo, it's hard to focus in on what needs the attention. So once you get your first coat of paint on, you kind of see a little better what needs it. So rough it up and throw some Bondo on it again. Once you get paint on there, though, it's a little bit weird to work with a Bondo because it'll re-emulsify the paint if you don't let it cure out all the way, which isn't always a bad thing. It makes for its own unique kind of slurry that dries really nice and hard, but is scary at first. Yeah, it's scary at first, but if I don't let the paint cure and then I use that Bondo paste, it re-emulsifies it, and then the paint and the Bondo mix together. But that's not the worst thing. Especially, I mean, if it's a finish coat or something like that, you want to be careful. But once the paint's cured all the way out, that's less of a concern. But once I get going on one, I am not very patient. I'm gonna go right to work on it again. I am super excited for this. My favorite guy that makes files said that he would put this 1962 door Corvair on his list. And I want to make the Sweet Caroline truck car that Matt's Off-Road Recovery is doing right now. Next live streams are generally Wednesdays at 7:00, but sometimes during the weekend I'll just go on. If I'm working on something or wrenching, but for the most part, you can count on Kelly and I 7:00 Eastern time, Wednesday nights, right here on both of our channels, because it streams to both of our channels. And then check out his channel for the rest of the regular videos, and same here. Check out the RC playlist, man, the RC truck playlist, to see some of these 3D printed rigs. And if you're into airplanes, I got a ton of that, of course, as well. Yeah, what else? I worked till 6 today too, Eastern time. And then I ate real quick. I had Kung Pao chicken. So I'm good to go. So the girls are excited. My boy's out running around. I hope he's behaves, and the girls are all home. So I'm sure we're going to watch a movie or something. Yeah. Even when I used to go out all the time, like St. Patrick's Day and New Year's, I'd kind of hang back. I called it amateur night. And go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and have it. It's cool. I think that's it. I'll probably pop in and out of so of course Harley Designs and Scale Builder Guild, they went live 13 minutes ago, so they're on right now. They're a fun time if you like the crawler scene especially, so check that out if you haven't. And seeing the next one. Yeah, we're gonna roll out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. We'll 3 you later. Happy New Year to you. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Boom.